Really, truly am.
I might jump out.
You might. I don't blame you.
Might.
And normally, I'll wear like 2 or 3 of these. You just layer together because they're so absolutely beautiful on their own. Here's the best part. It's been our #1 selling necklace in black spinel from Bellezza. Over 20,000 of these have sold. We have never had these specially priced until today, right here, right now. Always, the 18-inch has been $34.90. The 22-inch has always been $39 and change. And the 30-inch has always been $44.90. So, first time, $5 off each and every one of the lengths, and 4 flex pays on top of that. So, okay, you're looking right now, Kate is showing you the 30-inch. Beautiful, right? She could double that. She could put any pendant or enhancer, or just about.
She could wear it as a bracelet.
Or a bracelet, wrap it over and over again.
Wrap, yep.
These are customer pick favorites. And in fact, I am gonna see if we can have Kate even double that so you can see it against the skin as well. It will take your breath away. Oh, and we're not done. Each chain has a full 2-inch extender in the back and a huge lobster claw clasp. So it's easy to adjust it, all Italian made. Paul, it's pretty darn exciting when we can take our #1 genuine black spinel necklaces and mark it on special, but this is only till midnight.
You know,
or sell out.
you have to thank the buying team, and I'm going to say, Imara, thank you, because she showed me this was back in stock. It was in the show, and I said, you know, we have so many loyal gals out there who want to buy all of these, but maybe they only have bought 1 or 2. Is there a chance we could just take a little price break just for the day? And she said, you mean like a this day only? I said, oh, that would be great. And she made it happen. Oh, and so this is truly one of those opportunities that only happens for 1 single day. It has never happened before. It is on our #1 selling, our #1 reviewed, most fabulous favorite customer pick black spinel necklace. The first black spinel necklace I ever encountered was a gift from my friend who runs the biggest jewelry company in North America. And for my birthday, it was an important big birthday, she gave me a black spinel necklace. I looked it up, it was $1,200.
Sure.
That was what the price was. And I said to her, for this why so much? She says, well, you know, the brand and whatever, and people will pay it. And I said, that's just nuts. So I went to my friends in Italy and I said, I want to do a black spinel necklace, and I want to do it at a price where every single beautiful woman in the world has the opportunity to say, yes, I want that necklace, and I can afford that necklace.
Especially today.
When you read the reviews, review after review. I bought one, I loved it so much, I went back and bought the other 2. I bought one, I went back, and the other 2 were sold out. I was so bummed. Well, today we have all 3. But they'll sell out again. This always happens, and they've never been on sale.
And we have a clock up on the screen, and I know we're very, very busy right now. You feel the same way I do. I know we're going to go out to the phones. I just wanted to say one other thing in terms of what Paul was saying. Yes, these are genuine black spinel. So the 18-inch, you're over 13 carats of genuine black spinel. If you're ordering the 30-inch, that's always our most popular, because you can, you know, set it. You can wrap it around your wrist. You can double it. You can wear it long. But that's over 23 carats of genuine black spinel. Make no mistakes about it. It's $39.90 today only. Hi to Teresa in Michigan. Welcome, Teresa. Are you familiar with our Bellezza jewelry line?
I am. I had several pieces, and I just wanted to tell the audience that these are such a great bargain, because I travel to Italy several times a year for work and also for pleasure, because my husband and I are both 100% Italian, and we love Italy. And we've been traveling there for about 20 years, and when they switched over to the euro, I said I should get some coins and make some jewelry out of it. But when I went back, I couldn't find anything, and the pieces that I did find, you mentioned the Ponte Vecchio, which is beautiful but very high-end. And if you're trying to watch your budget, it's not the place where you can pick up gold too easily without spending several thousand or several $100s. And these pieces are so beautiful. And every time I go to Rome and I wear the pieces that I already have, I have my friends who live in Rome, and they say, where did you get that? What jewelry store in Florence or Siena or Rome did you buy that at? So I just really want to compliment you on making it so affordable, but also so Italian.
Well, Teresa,
Best
thank you.
compliment.
Grazie lei. And you're a gal after my own heart. It sounds like you and your husband would be fun to go to Italy with. I bet we could find really good food together.
Oh, don't get me started.
Right? Pasta and pizza. That's all I need.
Yeah, but the clothes and the fashions, and you make it so affordable, so thank you so much. They're beautiful pieces, and I'm so excited. My birthday is coming up, so I'm telling my husband when he gets home that this is my early birthday present.
Oh,
It's a perfect birthday present.
Perfect. Well, happy birthday to you, and happy travels back to Italy, and thank you so much for your wonderful testimonial. Certainly appreciate it. Okay,
And as
very popular.
As they say in Italy, tanti auguri. It's a happy birthday. Tanti auguri, Teresa.
Tanti auguri.
Tanti auguri.
Tanti auguri.
Or you can say buon compleanno, which is literal translation, but they don't say the same things we do.
Right, I love that. All right, over 700 now have been selected. Our clock is down, but we are just extending a few seconds to make sure everybody's able to get through. To reiterate, we've never done, look at these, multiple. I mean, we've never done all 3 lengths at a special price. And to Paul's point, maybe you ordered the 18-inch that I'm wearing a couple of years ago when we launched these and thought, oh, I wish I could do the 22 and I could do the 30-inch. Well, today would be a great opportunity. First time ever, specially priced, and first time ever, all Bellezza jewelry at these special this day only values with 4 flex pays. So it looks like the 22-inch is going to be the first to sell out. And I know hundreds of you are asking about the pendant.